Have you ever stopped to think about how many characters live in the world of Bluey? I know that. Since it's a show about family, it can be hard to understand who's related to whom. So don't worry, that's exactly why I'm here.
Hi, Mom. Bluey!
Every dad has a story before becoming a dad, and with Bandit Healer, it wouldn't be any different. Before being the master of chaotic games, he was also a son. Bob is Bandit's father, better known by his grandkids as Boba. Retired, he lives with Grandma Chris in an apartment on the Gold Coast, where he leads a calm life full of beach time, random moments, and some slightly strange behavior. Boba is that kind of grandpa who forgets names, dates, and sometimes even what he was talking about. In the episode Fairy Tale, set in the 1980s, this becomes very clear. Still, he makes up for everything with charisma, good humor, and an unexpected skill. Dancing floss better than a lot of young people. At some point in his life, Bob decided to take a journey of self-discovery to India. And when he returns, he shows up renewed at Uncle Rad's wedding to Frisky, making it clear that he has finally found himself. Grandma Chris, on the other hand, is the mother of Bandit, Rad, and Stripe, as well as the grandmother of Bluey, Bingo, Muffin, and Socks. At home, she has one very simple rule. Everyone gets what they want, which usually translates into popsicles in questionable quantities. Even with methods that seem to come from another era, Nana Chris always gets it right. She takes care of everyone, gives advice, cooks amazing roasts, tells questionable jokes, and even learned to floss dance with Bluey. Because in this family, no one stays still for long. Bob and Chris raised 3 very different children, but united by the same chaotic and affectionate spirit. And that's exactly where everything we love about the Healer family is born. You know what to do. Get the popcorn and a drink ready, because today we're diving into Bandit's entire family tree. Uncle Rad has always been that healer who shows up rarely, but when he does, he becomes the topic for weeks. And it's not just because of his adventurous vibe, it's because he ended up joining the family in a way no one expected. While Bandit and Stripe were stuck in their routines, Rad lived far away, working on an oil rig. He would disappear for months and come back like a hurricane, full of absurd stories and unfiltered games. From a distant, chaotic uncle, he turned into a man ready to put down roots in Brisbane. You know that uncle who arrives tired, but becomes the most energetic person in the room in 5 minutes? That's Rad. High energy, great conversation, and zero patience for standing still. When Bandit decided to put Rad in charge as a babysitter, it seemed like just another Healer family mess. But that's where he met Frisky, Bluey's godmother, called in for the same shift of watching the kids. Connections formed, laughs happened, and even a shared love for nut-based hair products helped seal their fate. From playtime to a marriage proposal came one of Bluey's most memorable moments, the sign. If you also fell in love with Rad and Frisky during this journey, share your reaction using the hashtag #wedding in the comments below. We can't talk about Bandit's family tree without talking about him. The dog, the myth, the legend. Bandit Healer.
It's Dad!
He's an archaeologist who loves digging up bones and does everything he can to use whatever energy he has left after sleepless nights, work, and household chores to invent games and play with his 2 young daughters. He loves his wife Chilli and his girls and does his best to keep up with Bluey and Bingo's games, whether that means dressing up, turning into a robot, or surviving an attack of the tickle crabs. He loves being a dad, but he still tries to keep an eye on the cricket scoreboards and at least try to watch the matches on TV. Bandit also has many alter egos, but none as notorious as the mischievous Unicorse. And his wife, who is also Bluey and Bingo's mom, is Chilli. She's great at teaching her girls about the world and how to face its challenges. Chilli needs to keep her cool when the Healer house gets out of control or gets pulled into a new game, usually because of her husband. But Mom can be just as silly as Dad when it's time to play, and she loves dancing around the house to her favorite music. She often has a sarcastic comment or a wise word for her daughters, but she's also always ready to jump into a game with them.
Chicken!
Chilli is able to see the funny side of her own mistakes and Bandit's. When she's not with Bingo, Bluey, or Bandit, Chilli loves playing hockey, going on little adventures, and spending time with Aunt Trixie and Frisky. Her children are, of course, Bluey and Bingo, and that's how they became the Healer family, just as we've come to know and love them all. Stripe is Bluey and Bingo's uncle and the younger brother of Bandit and Rad. He loves squash, his car, and the good old Stump Fest. But more than anything, Stripe loves a barbecue, and, if his apron is to be believed, he's the best chef in the world. Stripe sometimes gets a little too excited at parties and family events, but he's always fun. He loves his wife, Trixie, and his 2 daughters, Muffin and Socks. He also loves playing with his daughters, although from time to time he has trouble keeping them under control, but he's learning. As mentioned earlier, Trixie is Bluey and Bingo's aunt and the mother of Muffin and Socks. The kids love Aunt Trixie. She's fun to be around because she knows how to speak her mind and is good at teasing other adults too. But sometimes Trixie has trouble controlling herself, especially when someone opens a bag of potato chips. Trixie also joins in the kids' games and even plays funny characters, like the wise old wolfhound. She and Stripe are always teasing each other, and sometimes that's healthy, and they manage to find common ground, like in the episode Facey Talk. Other times, it's a bit more serious. So serious that little Socks thinks it's completely normal and incorporates it into her own play with her toys, like in that scene from The Sign. One good thing we can all incorporate is smashing the like button and destroying the notification bell to make sure you never miss our uploads. Bluey is a tireless blue heeler pup who lives with Chilli, Bandit, and her little sister Bingo. She loves to laugh and have fun, but more than anything, she loves playing games with her family. Bluey turns her family's everyday events into extraordinary adventures. That means pretend play, and whether as a taxi driver, hotel manager, or mermaid, she loves pretending to be an adult doing adult things. The most important thing in Bluey's life is her family and her friends, and she loves sharing her new games, songs, and wild adventures with them. This would be the last point on Bandit's family tree, but since the final episode of the 3rd season, we now know that Bluey will eventually become a mother like Chilli. And although we don't know whether the father will be Mackenzie or Jean-Luc, we do know that her pup will be just as energetic as she was in her best years, and that for now, we're calling him Roxy. Because, I don't know, he gives off a Roxy vibe, don't you think? And it's a good name, since it follows the trend of giving them real dog names, and it works for both boys and girls. And last but not least, we have Bandit's youngest pup, Bingo. Bingo is a small ball of energy. She is kind, curious, determined, and loves to laugh. More than anything, she loves diving into pretend games with her older sister Bluey, her friends, and her family. Whether imagining herself as Snowdrop, Tap Girl, or a fluttering butterfly, her creativity knows no limits. Although Bingo occasionally gets lost in her own little world, she deeply values playtime with Bluey. Sometimes keeping up with her sister's games can be a bit challenging, but Bingo always finds her own way. Bingo loves new discoveries and is often enchanted by the small wonders of the world, like a flower blooming or a tiny bug crossing a leaf. She may occasionally lose track of time, but she is very good at living in the moment and being present with her family. For now, the series hasn't given any hints about her romantic future or about whose mother she will be. The only thing we know about her future is that she will be a great friend to Lila until the 2 of them graduate from college. Who knows? Maybe the new Bluey movie can give us some clues about what will happen to her, just like it did with Bluey. Are you excited for this movie too? Tell us what you think is going to happen.